Well, everyone, let's go ahead and take a look at the UltraHuman Ring and see how this particular ring holds up in 2025. Now, here's the thing about the UltraHuman Ring. This is one of those types of devices that is very cool because it's very, very small, right? It's a health assistant, health tracking type of device. And this thing is a really interesting device because I feel like on one hand, it's a very convenient portable device that hits a specific need, but it's also one of those devices that I find really hard to recommend. I really don't know how I feel about it because the people who use them swear by them, but people like myself who pretty much wear like an Apple Watch, kind of look at these types of devices almost like, like what's the point, or they're slightly overpriced. Now, here's the thing about the UltraHuman Ring. At the background, this is a health tracker type of device. It allows you to go ahead and see your heart rate, see how many steps you're basically taking. You're basically going through and checking your sleep score, different things like that. There's a lot of tracking features inside of it, which is actually very, cool. It's also very small. There's temperature tracking inside of it too. So you can go through and put it inside of your, finger, and you can kind of go down that direction, which I think is really cool. Now, when you take a look at these types of devices, you're going to have to remember that with an UltraHuman Ring, these types of devices, they basically go through and they connect really well inside of the, inside of your iPhone, inside of your Android. There's a dedicated application specifically for them. And within those apps, it tells you a lot of information. Now, it can tell you your, BPM, your heart rate, your sleep duration, so many other things across the board. And the application itself actually looks pretty nice. But here's where this thing starts getting a little bit complicated, right? If you currently wear a watch, or you currently wear some sort of smartwatch, and you're looking at an UltraHuman Ring, it's hard for me to justify the price tag of these particular rings compared to something like, an Apple Watch, or a Google Pixel Watch, or a Samsung Galaxy Watch. I felt the same exact way. It's not a knock to this. I felt the same exact way with the Samsung Galaxy Ring. The Samsung Galaxy Ring or the Aura Ring or any other ring you're basically going to be using, for somebody like myself who depends more than just tracking my steps or tracking my, heart rate or my sleep score, I actually do value a lot of what a smartwatch can give me. Things like checking my notifications, going on runs and having my songs right on my watch. Things like that, right? I really actually love those things. But you might be asking yourself, well, that's a completely different device than a ring. Like, this ring is supposed to be, it's not supposed to do all that. It's supposed to just be good at these specific things. But I feel like the price tag is the one thing that throws me off, because I can get an Apple Watch for cheaper than I can get this ring, right? And I could get a Samsung Galaxy Watch cheaper than what I could get a Samsung Galaxy Ring. So I look at this UltraHuman Ring and I just kind of think to myself, like, who is, just have a hard time recommending this to people. The only reason I would even kind of recommend a ring like this is if you hate wearing watches. Like, if you hate wearing a watch and hate charging it every day, then an UltraHuman Ring might be a good idea, right? You charge it once every week or so, and you can go a long time with it. But I would say beyond that, I just have a hard time recommending these types of, rings. I think they're, perfect for the people who need them. But I would almost always recommend starting at some sort of smartwatch, an Apple Watch or Google Pixel Watch, and then kind of go down from that direction. So that's kind of how I feel about rings in general. If you have any other thoughts or questions, please let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.